Hello, my friends. I am coming on to do a layout for the scrap room. I'm on the design team, so I was lucky enough to score all of these gorgeous little goodies. I have in this collection this cardstock kit. We've got this really nice, like true tan cardstock in this. The rest of the product is from Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Winter Woods. This paper is really interesting. It's got the best background, but it also has that layered bit. Now we've got some gorgeous stripes that, ooh, look at that like mauvey pink little stripe in there. And then we have a distressed little polka dot on the back. And then finally, we have got this gorgeous wood grain with a bit of a snowflake pattern. So we've got three gorgeous papers in this Flavors of the Month kit. Now the next goodie that we have with this kit is we have a chipboard frame. These are going to vary. This is the one that I received. It's a double frame with all kinds of embellishment goodies on top. I've got three of these adhesive flares so they don't have those pokey things in them. Love the color tones, love that little bit of metal and shine, so they are fab. Then finally, we've got this nice little mix of embellishments. So you can create titles, you can beef up your clusters, what have you, but definitely can get a layout or two out of these supplies. So I'm gonna jump on in. I always like to see what I have. Oh, really quickly, this is a photo of my daughter Shay and her boyfriend, and they were having dinner in an igloo in the wintertime, one of these warm igloo situations. So I've gone ahead and detail cut out that layered bit that you saw on this other piece of Simple Stories paper, and I'm going to go ahead and gut out this wood grain piece of paper. I mean, I know I'm going to want to use it on a mat at some point, so I definitely want to get a little bang for my buck and get the inside as well as the outside used. So this is, yeah, when people say gutting a piece of paper, just take out the inside bits so you can have a twofer. So the next thing to address is this frame that I have. I'm going to use that gutted piece of the wood grain and I'm going to back my whole frame with this pattern paper because quite frankly, I only have one photo and it doesn't fill up the whole frame. So when I hold it up, look at how pretty that is. I'm like, oh yes, yes, yes. This is what I want to do. So pretty. I'd be happy just having this on a page. The picture is totally optional. Alrighty, so I've got my elements taken care of here. I've got that piece on the left. I like that it has a bit of a point because it looks directional. And the piece on the left, I did pop up on dimensional adhesive because I needed a little bit of shadow between the stripes and the layered looking picture. So at this point, I'm just playing with the elements that I received. Now I have a sampling of them. You're gonna possibly have different ones because it's a split up pack. So I am layering bits to see what might look the best, wherever. And my striped piece of paper, I do have cut down a nice smidge so I can mat it with another piece of pattern paper that I'm hoping to be able to find in the pattern paper kit. So I'm just gonna faff around a little bit, see what will work. I did just cut that adhesive brad off of the other two just so I can see where I might like it. That allows me to still move it around before, I commit to the location without possibly peeling up some of the elements below. Next up is the Shots of Life kit using this gorgeous piece, and I want to detail cut out this snowflake with the little birdie on top. I love that aqua background, and I'm thinking it would go really well right there. And I'm like, should I put the other birdie up there? And then I saw this chipboard piece, and I was like, oh, no, no, no. I'm gonna put the chipboard on the chipboard. So finally, we have the embellishment kit, and we've got this gorgeous set of titles and little embellishment bits, but they're up on foam and it's white foam. So right away, I know I want to get this birdie over here, and that is going to give me a bit of a visual triangle of my embellishment clusters. Now I'm going to see what other little bits and pieces I can find that will work for my layout that are on these little foamy stickers. This little brown heart is cute. Like, even though it looks brown, it also looks like it has a little bit of a texture, like a textile kind of a vibe to it. So at this point, I have a matted layout. I have got the foam bits on there. I have elements from every one of the kits that I have on hand. And I've decided that I like the title as is, so I'm just going to go ahead and bring in some of my Shimmers paints to create some splatters around my embellishment clusters. Nice and easy, just using what actually is on my desk and popping a little bit of color to create a little bit of extra interest. It totally lends itself to a little tiny bit of mixed media when you have a vintagey collection. And just like that, this is the layout all finished up. You can see I have lots of nice dimension. The Simple Stories pieces that look all layered up gives me this feeling of depth on the layout. I've got chipboard pieces, my nice little foam pieces, as well as those self-adhesive brads. So that is this layout done. I'm going to have still shots to follow, and I will have links down below for the ScrapRoom website, for the blog, as well as the Facebook group, so you can play along with all of the challenges with us and show us what you've created with these products as well. All right, guys, I'll be back ever so soon with another video. Goodbye for now.